Hey guys, I hope that you're all doing well and that you all had a great summer and all that. This is specifically for the students that didn't come to class on the first day, just because I want to make sure that you guys get a heads up as to what to expect from the class, and if you weren't in class, you didn't get any of this. So I wanted you guys to know that, again, it's first and foremost, it's weird to be back to start the year under these circumstances with remote learning and virtual learning and all that. We had to get used to it immediately in March. I myself thought that we would be going back in September, but you never know how things are going. So all that matters at the moment is that your families are all fine, you guys are doing fine, and hopefully we'll all get out of this well and the best we can. So just so you guys know, my name is Mr. Roque. I'll be your math teacher for the year. You guys are all going to have me for geometry, and you're all going to have me also for SAT skills. And I just want you guys to know that from the get-go, they are two separate classes. It was a way for us to figure out how to have math for you guys to build up your skills better throughout the year. So we do have two classes. One's geometry and one is SAT skills, and they will both be different classes. You will have work for both of them separately. So I did want you guys to know that. Going forward, it's a little bit about myself. This feels a little weird because, again, typically I've always been face-to-face with students on the first day of school, and I enjoy meeting people and I enjoy being around people. So 13 years I've been teaching. This is the first time ever that I'm introducing myself via phone. So again, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully most of you are in class the first day, but again, for those of you that couldn't make it for whatever reason, it's nice to meet you guys. I've been teaching in Newark for 13 years. I actually graduated from Eastside back in '03, and I enjoy it. I grew up, born and raised in Newark, in the community. I've always just taught at Eastside, that's all I've ever known. So I can relate to the community, I can relate to you guys in terms of the neighborhood and all that. What I wanted you guys to know a little bit too as well is anything you should ever need. I know that these are different circumstances, I know that these are different times and all that. If you ever need someone to just talk, I'm always here. Email, reach out to me, all of that. I am always here for you guys. And I know it's weird at the beginning because, again, you don't know me, I don't know you. All I ask is just give me time. Give each other time too, just to get to know each other and just realize that I am always here for you guys and I will always be here for you regardless of anything. And I truly do mean that. It's throughout the year, and again, I provided you a syllabus online, but throughout the year and throughout the cycle, you're gonna always have tests, quizzes, homework assignments, you're gonna have classwork and all that. And I just wanted to go through a quick breakdown of that just so you guys actually understand what's expected. So again, when it comes to geometry and SATs, they're two different classes. So I need you guys to understand that. And there will be different assignments in both of them. So always make sure that you're checking if you can't make it to class for whatever reason. Again, so for both of those classes, regardless, you will always have categories that are broken down. So for both of them, you are gonna have quizzes, right? You're gonna have quizzes, you're gonna have exams, you're going to have classwork, right? And then homework. And again, I'll go more into this just because with remote learning, it does change things around in terms of classwork and homework, because technically, to some extent, all the classwork you are doing is homework, but we'll go over that in a sec. So in terms of class breakdowns for each percentage, tests and quizzes, they're all supposed to count by the district. I can't change this, no other teacher can change this. They're all 65% of your cycle grade. So what I usually do, and what I will do, is quizzes are gonna count for 30% of your grade, right? Exams are going to count for 35% of your grade. And so again, that makes up. So typically throughout the cycle, I'll give you guys around 3 quizzes a cycle, 3, 4 sometimes. And again, it's based on what we're doing from a short period of time, going over topics, just to make sure you actually are having a good understanding. When it comes to tests, exams, I usually do like to give 2 tests that will encompass everything. So what I usually do like to do is give a test usually after the end of each month that will encompass everything that's on there. And I don't want you to stress out about this because, again, I know under the circumstances, school itself on remote learning is stressful. All I ask you for is just trust me with this. And again, you don't know me, but we'll get to know each other through time. Trust me because I will do everything possible to help you guys out. And so when it comes to tests, I'll usually spend the class before major tests going over the topics, because since it does cover so many topics, I want you guys to be able to ask any questions when we're on our WebEx classes. I want you guys to be able to address any worries or concerns that you guys have, but we will always go over everything for you guys to know what's on the tests. I don't want you to stress. When it comes to quizzes, usually at the end of a WebEx class, what I'll do is I'll go over the topics just so you guys all understand what's expected, what's going to be on the quiz for the next class that we meet together. So again, quizzes, exams, you will never have them without knowing what's on them. We'll go over the topics. Don't stress about that. I will do everything possible to help you guys out. All I ask you for is just to try your best. Always make sure you're doing your assignments. Make sure you're asking questions, because with that, you guys won't have to worry about that. When it comes to classwork and homework, so homework is going to end up counting for 10% of the cycle grade, and classwork is going to end up counting for 25% of the cycle grade. So the reason that I'm separating classwork and homework, and I do want you guys to understand this, is, again, with remote learning, if we were in school, classwork would genuinely be all the classwork that you guys are doing. If we were in school, homework would be what you're doing at home. Since you guys are in a situation right now where you're home regardless, what I had to figure out is a way to come up with this. So what I am going to end up doing for your grade, so you understand, is every single day, whether it's for SAT or whether it's for geometry, both of those classes will have assignments in them. Those assignments, you have to understand that there is a big demand for you guys to be in class. Even though we are remote, it is important that you follow the schedule, because every day that we're supposed to meet on WebEx, I will be there, we'll be working on the assignments together, I will be teaching, we'll all be having group discussions. So it is important that you guys are in class every day to actually be focusing on this and paying attention. So what I'm going to do is, for whether it's geometry or SATs, there will always be an assignment in there, always. So every single day that we have class, there will be an assignment for SAT, there will always be an assignment for geometry. Those assignments, that's one of those things where you have to be in class for us to be able to working with them. So by the end of each class, if you finish those assignments or you've worked on those assignments, your classwork grade for that day will be 100. Because you were in class, you were working on that assignment. So for that day, you have only till the end of the class to work on that assignment. That's your classwork grade. If you don't complete your classwork or you're not showing up to class, realize that for the day, you will get a 0 for that. And again, this is because it is important to be in class, to actually be focusing on class, showing up, participating, all of that. So every day that there's an assignment when you're in class, if you complete the assignment by the end of class, you've gotten 100 for classwork. If you don't complete it at the end of class, you got a 0 for classwork. And what I'll do for your classwork grade at the end of the week, if there's 3 assignments, what I'll do is I'll average them all out, and that'll be your classwork grade for the week. Every week you'll have a classwork grade. So if you do 2 out of 3 assignments for the week, you'll end up getting a 67 for that week for classwork. So again, classwork, you have to make sure you understand that you're showing up to class every day and doing that work. Because at the end of the class, if you haven't shown up or you haven't done that work, your classwork grade for that day is a 0. Sorry about this, but again, it is important that you guys are showing up, and it is something that we were asked to do because, again, classwork during this time and class participation is very important. For homework, what I will do is, because again, I don't want to hurt your grades and I do want to do everything possible to help you guys out. Whatever assignment for that day that I give you for geometry and for SAT, if you complete it by the end of the class, great. You got 100 for classwork, but that assignment is also your homework. So at the end of class, if you completed it, great. You got 100 for classwork, you also got 100 for the homework. The good thing about the homework is if you don't complete the homework or you don't show up to class, I will always give you a full week to submit your assignment in order to get full credit for it as a homework assignment. So basically, let's say tomorrow, if I give you guys, we have class tomorrow, I give you guys an assignment. If you guys complete it by the end of the class, great, you got 100 for classwork. And you also got 100 for the homework because you completed that assignment already. Let's say that we have class tomorrow. The day after is when you finish the assignment. So if I give you an assignment and you only complete it the day after, you got a 0 for classwork because you weren't in class to complete the assignment. But since you did it within a week, you got 100 for homework. Basically, I will always give you guys a week extension to complete every assignment for a homework grade. But notice again, classwork means that you have to be in class working on the assignments. Again, if there's any confusion with that, just let me know, because again, I know sometimes people may get a little confused with that. Again, let me just repeat. If I give you guys an assignment today and you complete it today, you completed that assignment. You got 100 for classwork, you got 100 for homework. If you complete that assignment a couple of days later, you didn't get any credit for classwork because you weren't in class, so your classwork is a 0. But for every assignment, just know that I will always give you a week after I assign it to complete it for full credit for homework. Okay? Again, it's a little confusing, I get that, but anything you have any issues with, feel free to let me know. Just again, know that classwork, I will give you a classwork grade every week, averaging out all the class assignments that you did by the end of class. And the homework, what I'll do is every single homework assignment that I give you, I'll only end up posting that a week after I assigned it, just to give you guys time to complete that assignment if you need to for full credit. All the best, guys. Again, hopefully you guys are doing well. Anything you ever need, again, I'm here. My name is Mr. Roque. Take care of yourselves and always reach out if you should ever need anything. All the best. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.